that's what it's about, but we build a successful business. And that's what's so important. And sometimes we get into, oh, I want it all for myself. No, you don't, because you still only know so much, right? So I know what I know. And hopefully my partner knows something else, and then we come together and make a lot of money. And that's what's, and then we put people in our community to work.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's what I did to build my business.
You talk about teamwork, you talk about leveraging partnerships, leveraging competent skills and different skills. How much did your basketball background influence that line of thinking and that you making that such a priority in how you try to do business?
Well, point guard, being a leader, but also working with others, passing. So, yes, that helped me in my business today. My work ethic, because I felt I worked all the basketball players, right? So I took that same work ethic to the boardroom. And then paying attention to detail. You know, being a point guard, I had to know not only our plays, but the opponent's plays. So I took that. My passion for winning, because you know I'm crazy about winning.
Yeah, we know.
You know,
it's pretty obvious.
You know, I don't mess around when it comes to that. My daughter, Clark, she's 18 now.
Yeah.
My wife tells me to play her one-on-one.
Why does she do that?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, we go up to 10. I let her get to 9, I really do. And then I got to crush her. I can't let nobody win, Clark. I love to win. And then if you're going to be in business, you better be a competitor.
Right.
See? And so a competitor will do their homework, their research, bring the passion and fire, will be disciplined.
Right.
You know, it's really important. Stay focused on the prize. Don't let outside forces. See, because somebody's going to tell you, oh, I don't like your business. Okay, so what?
Right.
I'm going to keep rolling.
That's right.
Somebody's going to tell you you can't do it, just like they told me. No way, Magic, you can go from the basketball court to the boardroom. Oh, I couldn't wait to prove it. So it's all about your belief, but the strategy has got to be strong. And that's really important. So basketball, yes, everything that I was about as a basketball player has helped me run my business, hire the right people, because my team is very important. And then a lot of people here, and I said this earlier, please do not hire your family if they don't have expertise. Yeah, please don't. Because the number one failure of minority-owned businesses is either finance, number one. Number two, you can hire the wrong people. And most of the time, it's your family. I pay mine to stay away. Here you go. Don't worry about coming in. And then write this down because it's so important. When you get the opportunity, you got to over-deliver. So if you in, like me, my Sodexo Magic business, I have 40 clients. We just won Shell. We serve food at Shell. We just won Disneyland and Disney World contract there, which is a huge contract. On and on and on. I do Allstate. I do everybody. So the thing that I got my opportunity, I had to over-deliver. The only reason I got Disney World, I had Disneyland, is because I over-delivered. Wait a minute. I over-delivered. And if you want to have that contract for 20 years, 50 years, you got to over-deliver. With that, you get retention, retention, retention. I had Abbott Labs, their headquarters in Chicago. I won the plant in Puerto Rico because I over-delivered. So if you're going to get into business, you got to over-deliver. And then don't take on more than you can really manage. That's very important. See, I grew Clark's real slow.
Yeah, no, and you've had unbelievable success. But a lot of times people don't see the hiccups or even the failures that lead to the next rung of success. Talk about, if you would, perhaps your biggest failure or the most memorable failure, and then also your greatest victory to this point in terms of business?
Great question.
Are you gonna skip on the move?
No, I want some of this water.
Okay, all right, I got you. You prefer room temperature or glass?
Oh, right there. You see, Clark and I played much alike. See, all around game. That's why I'm so happy to be interviewed by Clark. We played the same way: pass, shoot, rebound, dribble. Give it up for my man. Okay, so here I am. I said I'm going to do a sports paraphernalia store. Larry Bird, I was #1, he was #2 selling shirts. So I said, man, I'm not getting enough money. So maybe if I start my own store, I can sell my own shirts and others in the NBA, NFL, so and so. Put a couple $100,000 into the store. I also was the buyer, so I flew to Chicago. The Super Show used to be in Chicago. I picked out 100 jackets, 100 socks, this, that, put it in my store. Man, did nothing sell for about 4 or 5 months. And I was like, man, what's the deal? I bought everything that I liked. That made me realize, Clark, always make your business about the customer and not about your own likes. Uh-oh, wait a minute now. So if you like pink, don't be making your business all pink. It's about the customer. And that's how you're going to drive your results. So that cost me a lot of money. My biggest thing that really gave me the track record that I need. So because all of us are after a track record and building a brand. Write that down. Track record of success. And then your brand. Because your brand is everything. Because if you build a brand, you know, whether it's McDonald's, whatever, you know, you're thinking about a brand. My biggest success was bringing Starbucks to urban America. Without question. Why? Because he trusted me with his brand, Clark. And when that man said, here's my brand, I couldn't do anything wrong, not just with the business, but also out here in these streets. Uh-oh. Let me hit you with that one more time. Out here in these streets. Because your brand, again, your reputation is everything. So Howard Schultz says, okay, here's your brand, here's my brand. So what's funny is he said, I'm going to come down and see how you manage your theater. That's why you got to get the right people in your management positions, because they're going to come check out your business. He came down on Friday. Waiting to Exhale had just come out the movie on that same Friday. So I had about 10,000 African-American women wrapped around the corner. Lobby was alive. True story. Lobby was alive. He came in. He had never seen that many of us. So he's just saying, wow, okay, everything going good. Ticket takers, concession stand is moving. And then we get inside the theater, Clark, and I tried to grab him, Clark. I really did. He had already went inside. We sat down. And Clark, man, every woman in there thought they knew Whitney Houston personally. Girl, why you still with him? And talking to the screen, you know. Girl, if I was you, I wouldn't take that. Like Whitney Houston gonna say something from the screen to them or something. So we got outside and he said this to me. I never had a movie-going experience. But Clark,
how long did it take that relationship and that trust with Howard Schultz to take place?
Well, right then, it got me the deal.
Oh, that was the secret.
So this is important. See, sometimes you got to take that investor, that person, to the deal. See, I took Howard Schultz to urban America. Drove him around the community, saw the nice houses, saw the businesses, saw everything that he needed to see. Took him to my business, clean, theater was clean, we're executing great with the customer service. He saw what he needed to see, and that's why he said, okay, let me take a chance. And now, then I didn't let him down on taking a chance on him. And this is what I want you to remember about the Starbucks deal. We built 125 stores. Right? I already had negotiated the multiple in there before in the contract. So So I resold those 125 back to Howard and Starbucks. But my per caps were $4.59. His per caps were $4.51. They said it would never work. In the LA Times, I remember it like it was yesterday. It would never work. No way minorities would pay $3 for a cup of coffee. Yeah, we'll pay $3. We just don't eat scones. We probably don't eat I put Sakatomi cake in, pound cake, sweet potato pie. Stop. Shh. But I want you to learn a lesson from this. See, we laugh because it is funny, but at the same time, that means I know my customer.
There you go. Come on.
See? So you gotta know your customer and then deliver to them what they want. If you do that, then you will be successful.
Right. Right.
So if I leave the scones in, now my business go up this way.
Right.
So I told Howard I can't have them in because minorities don't eat that. So then I also changed the music, took out the music that they play in suburban Starbucks. You know, Backstreet Boys. Whether it's Stevie Wonder or Tops, on and on and on. Music that we listen to. Because I know if I got you in there long enough,
Right.
so you won't make the first purchase of the coffee.
Right.
But if I got you in there and you doing this, your toe is tapping.
Right.
You're gonna make the what? Second purchase. Because I got in that cooler something that you like.
Right.
That pie will be talking to you, that cake will be talking to you.
Right.
So it's all about common sense. So that's what happened, Clark. Starbucks put me on a whole nother level. Pepsi with Earl Grey's put me on a whole nother level. And then now the Dodgers put me on another level. So it's like, and you were talking about all these brands, Starbucks, Pepsi, and now the Dodgers, a whole nother level. And so, but I've been able to be successful and have a track record of success. And everything that I tell my partners I'm going to do, I do that and more.
So you've got the entrepreneurial spirit. Your wife, Cookie, is an entrepreneur as well. Is this a family type DNA now?
Yeah, because what we want to do, Earl has done it. See, minorities, we haven't been able to pass on wealth.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, I'm going to say that one more time because I should have got more than that.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to pass on wealth.
Amen.
So with that, reason you want to be successful so you can pass that on.
Exactly right.
But with that, Clark, you got to have your kids involved early in terms of teaching them. Like Mr. Graves did with Butch. Like I'm doing with my son Andre. And I had him right from the beginning, right? Cleaning the toilets,
Starting out
popping the popcorn, pouring the drinks at the theater, and then I moved him on up. He was so mad at me. Well, I got to clean the bathroom. What? Because I said, you got to learn everything about what makes a business run. If you know everything and you know everybody's job, they can't never say, oh, it wasn't my responsibility. They can't get away with anything because you know every job. Or if somebody don't show up, you can step right in.
Right. That's exactly right.
That's so important. Now, I'm going to tell you why, real quick. You know, African American, I know some of you may have been to LA, this hamburger chain called Fatburger. African American woman started it, right? And so I bought it at one time, and I own 47 stores, right? Our most profitable store, this woman, this African American woman had built, and it was giving her daughter $3 or $4 million. I'm sorry, it was giving the mom $3 or $4 million. She passed away, now the daughter has it. Making $4 million. She don't have to do nothing but just hit the check. Turn around, Clark. All she got to do is renew the lease. Was out partying, couldn't get up, forgot. $4 million business. I'm talking about $4 million to her.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Not $4 million business. She was taking home $4 million. 24 years old. forgot to renew the lease, gone.
You talk about passing on wealth, attention to detail. That's an example of lack of it. Giving back is another side of that coin. And just talk a little bit about how important that is to you and how you go about giving back.
Good, great question. Well, see, God bless us to be able to do what we do. And then somebody helped us along the way to achieve what we are achieving at that time. So I'm always about, look, those two African-American men helped me to become what I am today. That's why I'm standing here talking to everybody. So it's my job is to reach back and give back to. And so I really believe that you can do good and do well at the same time. Right? That you can give back and still be successful at the same time. And so we should always be about giving back while we're trying to also, build our own success and touch somebody else's life. And that's very important. And so, look, we all can become role models, and we all are in different ways, to the kids, and they definitely need it right now. Our kids in the inner cities need it in the worst way. The dropout rate is the highest it's ever been in our community. We got to change that. So women and men like yourselves can change 5, 10, 20 people's lives. If they look at you and say, man, I want to wear a suit like him. Or I want to wear a suit like her. I want to be a businesswoman like her. Or I want to work in corporate America like her. You don't know. You're probably a role model to somebody that live in your community, go to the same church that you go to, because they're always watching you, like I was watching those two guys. So I always want to give back. We got 150 minorities, 150 students on scholarship through the Magic Johnson Foundation, Cookie and I. We got to build technology centers because a lot of our kids can't have a computer, own a computer in their own home. We have job fairs, health fairs. It's very important that we give back. And so that's what I'm all about, touching urban America. And I'm so happy to be here, and I just thank the mayor, I thank Butch and Earl, I thank, Nationwide, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So let's clap for all these people.